Hey, Amber, welcome. It's Friday, my friend. How are you doing today?
Yay. Does it feel weird? Or is this week just like flown by?
This this month has flown by. I don't even know what day it is. I only knew it was Friday. I didn't know what day it was until we got on, and I was like, "Oh yeah, we're doing these on Fridays now." So, well, welcome. Happy Friday. If
You
it's a little
too.
echoey, please forgive me. I'm in a new location and I don't have my earphones, so hope everybody's doing okay with that. But you look lovely today, and
You too.
yeah, let's just welcome everybody and let everybody know. Today, we're going to be giving a quick update on what the hell's going on in the Las Vegas real estate market, and you do not want to miss this. So stay tuned. We've got some stats that we're going to share that are going to continue to support what we've been saying about kind of what's happening in the market. Amber's going to give a little bit of a rundown on what the hell's going on when it comes to the Fed meeting that happened and all the rates and things like that. So we're just going to jump in and give a quick update. Sorry, guys, if it's echoey. So hope you can hang with us. If you have questions, though, please don't forget, this is for you. These live streams are only for you. So if you're here live, or even if you're here after the fact watching, drop it like it's hot in the comment box below. We will do our best to answer your questions here live, or after the live stream. We do certainly try to answer those questions in the comments on YouTube. So please do me a favor. If you're at here, let us know you're here. Say hi in the comment box. And then, of course, let us know if you have questions about anything, even if it has nothing to do with real estate. What do you say, Amber?
I say let's do it. Yep.
Right. Okay, cool. So obviously we are now in June. And as you know, when we look at the market and we try to look back and see what the hell's going on, we don't get to use a crystal ball. We're going to get into that in a minute, but we definitely get to use rear view mirrors. And because of that, it gives us a chance to look at historical data and the most recent data. So I'm going to jump right into my side of it. It's okay if it's okay with you, Amber, because
I get excited to see this side every time. So I'm like, we get new stats for May right now. Woohoo.
Yes. So we're going to jump right in, but then please stay tuned because Amber's going to share some really interesting stuff that the Fed has said. And then we're going to kind of talk about what we're seeing in the market. It's been a very interesting year to say the least. So I'm not afraid of it. Let's talk about it. Okay. So last time we were online, if you remember correctly, we shared January stats for Las Vegas real estate, and then we shared April stats for Las Vegas real estate. We are now at and we saw a massive shift. So let me show you what that looks like real quick. Alrighty, so this is January. In January, our median home price was $490,000 for the new listings, and we were closing homes at about $445,000. We had about 2.5 months worth of availability, which means the resale homes that are on the market that are available for you to buy. Now, if you look down below, obviously condos and townhomes, $275,000, $289,000. This is January. Let's go over to April. Let's scoot a little bit closer. April, we went from 490 to 498, and the closing price from 445 to 469, and we are getting less and less and less when it comes to that inventory snapshot, right? This is just a snapshot of all of Las Vegas, does not include new homes. This is just resale homes. 290 now we're at, and it's even 290. Basically, what you're listing for is what you're selling for when it comes to condos and townhomes with a little bit more inventory. Are you ready for the May numbers, Amber?
Oh gosh, let's do it.
Okay,
so crazy. So
before we jump into May, let's reiterate, what have we been saying all year long about rates and about people waiting on the fence for the crash to happen?
That you're going to miss the mark. I mean, like the minute rates go down, the prices are going to go sky high because it's never stopped.
The other thing too, guys, is we're looking all over the country, seeing other markets kind of dip and lower their prices because they're not Las Vegas. They don't have all the amazing stuff happening in Las Vegas that we do. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you right now what's happened. So again, we just went from, let me pull it back up here. We just went from April, which is 498 and 469. So 498 is the median price point for anything that's listed, 469 for anything that's sold. Now I'm going to pull up May. Drum roll, please.
Yeah. Okay. I'm scared. Oh my goodness.
$500,000, you guys, is the median home price for Las Vegas officially.
We just hit records.
It's records. So look, January, we were at 490. April, we were at 498. We're at $500,000 for a median home price. And guys, it's really important to look at the middle price here, which says the $500,000 for the median for single family homes, and then look at what they're being sold at. So that middle number is what they're being listed at, and what they're being sold at is not much less. So there was a pretty big disparity. If I go over to, I think this was January. Let me just double check. Yep, January. There was a pretty big difference, right? There's the 490 to 495. That means people had a lot of negotiability, a lot of room to wiggle and move. Moving over to May, which is our most recent data, things have squeezed up a little bit. The margin of negotiability is shrinking. We've got a lot of lift in our price point, and that's 1 month difference. So, sorry, not 1 month. That's January to May.
Only 5 months.
But then look at, so April to May, it continues to climb. We've gone up since April to May. So really what this means is, to everybody that considers that they're going to be waiting for the market to flop and they're just waiting for everybody to just, have to sell their homes and foreclose on their homes, it's not happening. There's too much equity in the market. The people who are in the homes for those really low prices and those low rates are staying in the homes. That's why you're seeing a low effective availability, low inventory. But those who are selling are making money. They're selling it at the highest price we've ever seen, from a median listing price for Las Vegas, highest price we have ever seen. And we're also seeing it down below here in the condos. We're still seeing a pretty close contract versus, what you're listed for, market price there. And we're also seeing the availability of condos go down as well. So to me, you guys, this says Vegas is not slowing down. We're actually speeding up. And what I've noticed, I don't know about you, Amber, what I've noticed in the market is that I think everybody's kind of either tired of waiting, or they're starting to realize, like, this is the new norm. And that's kind of what we've been saying. What do you have to say about kind of the availability, as well as how it's going to affect rates and all the processes you're going through?
Well, one thing that I want to touch on that you said is that there's a lot of news in certain markets that they're going down. Yep. So if you look at those markets that are going down, it's like Florida, Texas, California, right, where there's a lot of natural disasters. So, and I have talked to people in those markets, and their insurance costs have gotten out of control, crazy and stuff like that. But that's bringing more people to places like Las Vegas, where we don't have those natural disasters.
Right. So I'm hearing that insurance companies are pulling out of Florida altogether, not even willing to insure those homes from hurricane disasters.
Yeah. Like, I've done a couple loans in different places where they have major, things like major things that happen, natural disasters that happen. I was shocked at the insurance cost. Yep. Completely shocked. It's like the cost of taxes to really get it. So those kind of things help Las Vegas. That's why we can't really compare Las Vegas to other places that are happening, because the low tax rate is helping us here, or the no taxes, like the no, state taxes, and all those natural disasters that are happening. People are like coming to places where they don't have to pay taxes, and they don't have natural disasters that they have to worry about. They just have to worry about a couple months of heat in the summertime. So things like that's happening. And then as far as like the rates are concerned, so this week, there was a couple big things that happened this week. There was inflation numbers that came out that were a lot better than what the markets were expecting. So that caused our rates to get better than they have been for a couple months right now. And then the Fed spoke. So there's a couple things that just caught my attention when Jerome Powell was speaking. He put a graph up on the screen.
Is this the one you want me to share, Amber?
Yeah. Are you able to share it?
I'm going to see if I can share this real quick. Let me try. All right. I don't know how it's going to look on screen, but let's see. Can you see that?
Yeah, it's really small. But small. You can see all the little dots in the area. So the first column goes that, like, what they're talking about is when they're expecting to lower rates. Because we can see rates mean a lot to everything. It's causing our market to ebb and flow in all kinds of different ways. So each dot in each column represents a Fed member. Yeah. So this year, based off of this, there's 4 Fed members that don't think they should raise rates. But the majority of the Fed members, not raise rates, but lower rates. Majority of the Fed members think that they should lower at least 1 time. Some think it's 2 times. Yep. So that's why the markets have come up with, it looks like they're going to lower rates 1 time. But what caught my attention is, look at the graph for 2025 and 2026. Yep. So if they're looking to lower rates that many times, so it looks like 4 times within 2025, 4 times with 2026. Keep in mind, this is all estimations, right? Because it all depends on how the market moves and what the reports show and stuff like that. But if they look to lower rates that many times over the next couple of years, and I was reading today also a report that was talking about like new home sales, the permits that builders pull. Yeah. And they estimate it'll take 5 years minimum for builders to build enough houses to keep up with the demand. Wow. So we see rates drop next year and into 2026. And we still have a lack of inventory, which the Fed did touch on that. Jerome Powell did touch on that during his meeting. The lack of inventory that we have nationwide right now, the prices are only going to go higher and higher.
Right.
So, I mean, I just want to pull this up so that you can see like what you're seeing in the month to month, like it's matching up to like what is happening, but it doesn't look like it's going to end, because if rates go down, we know prices are going to go up even higher. It's almost protecting us right now with rates being a little bit higher.
Right. Absolutely. What's kind of scary is, not scary, but just very interesting to me that I've seen. Hold on, let me get this off the screen. Go back to us. Hi. So what I found interesting and just what I'm hearing people say to me when we, I talk to hundreds of people a month who want to reach out through the channel and who are excited to work with us and are thinking about moving to Vegas. And selfless plug, let me just say, if you are even thinking about it, Amber and I are both really open to having a conversation with you, even if you're not ready to quite buy yet. It's been something we've been doing for 7 years now together. And it's really exciting when we get a chance to be part of your journey from the very beginning. So my phone number is at the bottom if you want to call me. Hello, we're ready. We're excited. And also there's always, in every video we do, there's a link in the description and the pinned comment all over my channel and also Amber's. So stay tuned, reach out, whatever you want to do. But at the end of the day, when I'm speaking to people, I speak to hundreds of people a month. And I mean that, like, I'm surprised I have a voice left, Amber. I really am. I'm surprised I can actually still talk. But when I'm speaking to people, a lot of the commentary is, I was waiting. I'm now realizing this is going to be the new norm. Or the smartest thing I'm hearing people say is, I would rather buy now and refinance later when and if the rates drop than be duking it out for whatever houses might be, scraps might be left on the market at that time. The other thing I'm seeing a lot of people do is they're being smart about making decisions to open and expand their mind when it comes to what they're looking for. So many people come here with the dream of, I need a pool. I need it to be single story. It has to be in Summerlin, and I have $300,000 to spend. Well, surprise, surprise, we are at $500,000 as the median home price now, guys, $500,000. So that's not going to cut it. So being a little bit more realistic and letting me and my team guide you to show you where the best areas of town are, what could be considered similar to Summerlin, but not quite Summerlin, right outside of Summerlin, or new up and coming areas that'll be the next Summerlin in like 5 years. Those are the things, and those are the people that are really being smart about their decisions. There are new homes available, but those are much different in terms of pricing than that it used to be. Remember the days, Amber, when new homes and resale were kind of like the same, and there was really not much of a difference, which kind of always boggled my mind. But because of what new home builders have been doing with buying down rates and paying closing costs, they're now running out of their own inventory. So they're playing catch up now too. So we're kind of back to where we began, where it's like here and there you'll get a new home community that might have a new quick move in, and they might buy your rate, and that's all fine and dandy. But those prices are so much higher now than what the resale homes are that it's maybe not even affordable, even with those buy downs. So we're really hearing people make a lot of smart decisions. A lot of people are coming off the fence and really deciding, okay, like I'm tired of waiting, or I'm seeing what's happening. I don't want to be a part of the fight later. Or if they do lower rates, I'll be the refinancing person, and I'm not gonna deal with all the BS of running around buying the worst house for the most money. I mean, that's kind of what happens. So I'm excited to see that people are starting to kind of open their minds. And I hope that people who are watching this, that's you, we're talking to you. If you're even thinking about making a move, or you're wanting to rent first before buying, call and talk to us about this. Amber, you did a really cool assessment. Gosh, it was probably about 6 months ago, where we were looking at the cost of waiting, right? The cost of waiting to buy. And we're talking about exactly what I'm saying now, where buy now, refinance later versus wait and then, duke it out for something. And I'm pretty sure what we were talking about, do you remember the rates? It was like a quarter of a point or a half a point, ended up being almost 10 years of waiting to get that money back. Is that right?
I think so. It was like 8 years, or it was pretty close to 10 years. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So it's really, I'm happy to see people making better, smarter decisions. Phone calls keep coming in. So that means you guys are listening, which is really amazing. It's hard to understand what's happening in this market by looking at national news. And we say that all the time. And national news, just so you know, is always all about clicks, right? That's all they want is for you to click.
Not only that, they're usually 2 weeks behind. And face it, national news is big places like California, New York, that kind of stuff. We're in a completely different market. You really can't compare us to national. Things are happening nationally.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. So we're really excited to see people coming off the fence, and there are homes available. I don't want these numbers to scare you. There are homes available for under 500. In fact, I'm going to share my screen if you're cool with that, Amber. I want to.
You look at the MLS right now.
Yes, I know you love.
I'm always cool with that. I don't know if it's like nosy neighbor, right? Trying to
nosy
see
neighbor. Can you see my screen?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I'm going to do a little search here for us. So I want you guys to still have some hope. So for those of you who are like, great, now I can't buy, or 500,000 is out of reach. I think I just saw somebody write that in our comments. I want to give you some hope. So I don't want to be doom and gloom. We're going to select single family residential homes, active and coming soon listings. We're going to leave everything open except for the price, right? We're going to say 400,000 and below, anything 400,000 and below. There's 706 homes in Las Vegas. Let's look at where they're located. Let's see. Can you see that okay, Amber?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so look, guys, there are homes available under the price point that we're talking about. We're just trying to give you the by and large numbers so that you can understand what's what. We've got some real awesome homes over here in Henderson. Let me zoom in. Henderson's got homes. Everybody wants to live in Henderson. Homes under 400,000, all throughout the best, greatest, most amazing parts of Henderson. We've got some cool stuff on the east side, which we don't talk about a lot. I'm going to be doing some videos about that coming up, so stay tuned. Some awesome homes in the southwest, under 400. We got some cool stuff in the Spring Valley, which was, not sure if you're aware of this, the first master plan community in all of Las Vegas. That's actually the first community.
Are you talking to Miss Las Vegas gal right now?
No, somebody who knows what she's doing. We got some right outside of Summerlin, you guys, right over here in Lone Mountain, 5 minutes from Summerlin. Some amazing stuff over here in the northwest. That's really amazing because that's the up and coming area that most people are sort of just discovering, and all throughout North Las Vegas, which has some gorgeous communities. So I don't want you to get scared. I don't want you to think there's no hope for me. Let me actually go back over and see if I can. Where did I lost my tab? Is that it? No. I lost it. Where did it go? Here we go. So I was going to say, actually, let me stop sharing because it's not letting me do it. I'll put it back on in a minute, but I just want to show you guys, I'm going to do a couple of other searches. If you have a price point or a specific type of home you want me to search, drop it in the comment box below. Like for instance, 4-bedroom, single story with a pool in Summerlin, drop it like it's hot right now. I'll do your search for you while we're talking, because I really want you guys to see exactly what's going on. It's not doom and gloom, but it is something to be aware of, that we're in the process of gosh, we got to kind of pay attention to what's happening in Las Vegas and maybe start making some decisions here pretty quickly. So
it's something to watch, definitely, so you don't miss it. If it's something that you're like, I'll wait a couple of years till I have down payment or anything, let's use down payment assistance and let's get you in,
yes,
it becomes
absolutely. Yeah, it's really, really important to me that we have the ability to kind of showcase to you what's really happening, but also give you hope at the same time. So let me stop sharing. Okay, let me share my screen. I think that's it. Yep, that's it. Okay, see if this works. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
All right. So I'm going to search the one thing. Now I'm going to have you give me a couple too, Amber, but then we'll go to the comments. Give me one. I'm going to do one that I know everyone asks for. So they want it to be under 450. Actually, I'm going to take the price off first. I'm going to do pool, has to have a private pool. I'm going to do has to be single story. And I'm going to do has to be, I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm not going to, maybe I'll do 2015 and newer. 93 homes in all of Las Vegas that are single story, that have a pool, that are, and I didn't even do the price yet. I'm going to show you the price in a minute. That are, what did I say? Fit 2015 or newer. Okay. So the results here on the map here, you're going to see they're kind of scattered all over. East side, you got some Henderson, really nice Henderson area, southwest, all the way through Summerlin, and you got some stuff up top. Now let me show you the price of that kind of home. Okay. So we're going to go results, and I'm going to go price point. Starting at 465. So in all of Las Vegas and Pahrump, if you're looking for a single story with a pool that's newer than 2015, built new 2015 or later, you're starting at 465 all the way up to $20 million, which obviously that's a little out of sorts, but 465 is the low point. Let me look at what that house looks like just for fun. What do you think?
So does the pool kind of limit you when you're picking when you're looking for something that's plus single story? Yeah.
Single story plus a pool plus, single story and a pool are going to limit everything, which is fine, but there's some available, but you're going to have very slim pickings. So this is what can you see those photos, Amber?
Yeah, it's a cute house.
It's a cute house. Tiny little baby pool. It looks like
that's like a spa.
It's a jacuzzi for sure, because it's got a little seat all the way around it, but like a baby pool.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I mean, great. This is a great looking home for 465. Let's look at where it's located, and also let's look how big it is. So this has 1,600 square feet, 3-bedroom. And then on the map, where is that bad boy? Actually, I'll just look at the area code where is this located? Craig Road Craig Alpha Rancho. So this is in North Las Vegas. So, all right, I'm going to go back over to the feed and see. Okay, we've got some people asking for certain stuff. Nita Applebaum says 2-bedroom, 2-bath, townhome or condo. Okay, let's look at that for you. Did I lose it again? Oh man. Trying to figure out how to do this. I am tech savvy, but not as tech savvy as I'd
You're
like.
probably the most tech savvy I've ever seen. So if it's hard to figure out, it must be pretty hard.
No, for sure. Okay, we're going to do condo and townhome. I don't know if she said townhome, but I'm going to include it. She said 2+ bedroom, 2-bath. Am I right?
Yeah, 2-bedroom, 2-bath.
All right, I'm going to undo the pool.
Condo.
And I'm going to undo the first floor, single story. So you've got 242 of those, Nita. I'll show you where they're located. They're probably all over the place. Condos are pretty spread out when it comes to Las Vegas. Here we go. Yeah, they're all over the place. So if you want a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo, I didn't get a price point, or did I miss that, Amber? I don't want to lose my screen.
No, there's no price point on it.
No price point. So I'm going to tell you, let's look at the price points for it's all over town. Let's look and see what the results are for that. Hang on one second. All right. So price point for 2-bed, 2-bath condo or townhome, all over Las Vegas, you're looking $254 is the price point all the way up. And now location wise, again, all over town. Some of them right in Summerlin where you want to be. So I want to bring you guys hope. Am I bringing hope? I hope I'm bringing hope. This is good. This is helping me.
Yeah, because when you're looking at median house prices, that's taking the big ones with the small ones and then putting it into the middle. So like, that doesn't mean that there's nothing under 500,000 that you could buy.
So let me show, here's another one. So somebody said under 300,000, Nita says under 300. So I showed you some of those, but let's go back to the criteria. Let's look at a single family home for under 300,000. I won't put number of bedrooms. I'm just going to put 300,000 or less. I'm going to take the number of bathrooms away. I'm going to take the year it was built away. We have, let's see, 90 matches. So 90 homes, single family homes. I'm not including condos, 90 homes in all of Las Vegas that are under 300,000. Okay. So let me look at the map so we can see where
90 homes. Dang.
Now look, guys, look, they're spread out. So our system showcases anything we are licensed and tied into to be able to sell. So we've got it's a little spread out. So I don't think there's many inside of Las Vegas. So let's actually look at the Las Vegas proper. Let me map. I'll just circle Vegas to make this better. Oops. It would be helpful if I could do it well.
Look at your tech savvy play yourself, though.
All right, so this is in just Las Vegas. Let's look at the results. We have got 28 homes under 300,000. Let's look at the results here real quick. Starting at 180 all the way up to 300. I'm not going to show you the 181 because that's probably a hot mess, just to be very honest with you. If it's 180,000.
You go to one of the 299,900s at the bottom.
Yeah, let me do one of these. Let's find one for 280. 280 random. I'm just picking it. So this is located in... so on the east side of Las Vegas, I think it's east side, Lake Mead and Nellis. So it's over by Nellis. So this is the outside. So it's under 300. This is a 1,000 square foot. Looks like it's attached. So it might be no, it's not attached. It looks like it's a single family home. Yeah. These photos I should call the agent about those photos. We got to do a better job for our clients. So, all right, give me one more. 90 homes. Yeah, right. So the other one was, let's see, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, condo or duplex, Henderson, Green Valley, Summerlin. Good one. All right, let's do this last search here. Love this. You guys, this is fun. I want to do this more often. I actually really like doing this. I wish you could see it better on the screen. So I'm going to have to figure that out. I'll work on that. All right, read me the criteria again because I can't see it, Amber. So she said
3-bedroom, 2-bath, condo or duplex, Henderson, Green Valley, Summerlin.
3-bedroom. I'm going to leave the bathrooms off, you guys, because there's always 2 bathrooms if there's more than 2 bedrooms. So I'm going to leave that off. It was condo, townhome.
Condo or duplex.
Okay, duplexes are sort of kind of mixed in with the condo townhome community there. So I'm going to leave that. So condo, duplex, or condo townhome, sorry. 3 bedrooms in Las Vegas.
Henderson, Summerlin.
There we go. That's what I thought I was missing.
Green Valley is Henderson.
All right, so let me delete this and I'll go in and I will circle where we are talking. So I'm going to do this really rough. Don't judge. Summerlin starts about here. Oh, shit. This is what it looks like when Laci's put on the spot. Okay, the condo starts about. This is the worst polygon I've ever drawn, but this is about Summerlin. Okay, and then we're going to add Henderson. Now, again, this is not perfect. Okay, but.
Look at your drawing skills.
Listen, I know my city. I'll tell you what, this is probably more perfect than I realized because I'm pretty freaking good at this. All right, results, drum roll. We've got, let me go to here. We've got, what does it say? 203 So we're going to go back to the criteria. 3+ bedroom, condo or townhome in Henderson, Green Valley, Summerlin. I'm going to now put a price point of under 500 because that's our new median home price. We're down to 133. Let's look at how many these are and what they look like. So over here in this line here, you're going to be able to see what kind of, if it's a condo or townhome. So you got, most of them are going to be condos. Let's look at price point. Starting at 229 all the way up to 500, like we said. You've got quite a few condos, townhomes, and I'm going to check single family home too. Let's see if there's any single family homes included in this. Nope. And no. All right, we went up to 381. All right, so under 500 in a very rough drawn Henderson, very rough drawn Summerlin area. Let's look at the results here. All right, so I'm going to pick one that's kind of in the middle here. So let's go to page 4. For under 400, I'm just going to choose, let's see, 89074. I used to live in 89074. It's an amazing little neighborhood. This is a DR Horton home. It looks like it's a new home that they have listed as a quick move-in, and it looks like it's a townhome with a garage. This is the model home photo, so don't get fooled, but it's a new home. So there are possibilities out there, guys. There are definitely possibilities for you to live in Henderson, Summerlin, or around that area, for you to enjoy living your amazing best life here in Las Vegas and not have to spend a freaking fortune. You know, it's, I get scared when we share these numbers of things going up, but I think it's important so people have an expectation that makes more sense. But I also just want to make sure you guys know, we don't want you to lose hope. This is the whole reason we do this. What's our goal here, Amber?
To be able to get you in a house, to help you feel the hope of home ownership. And there's always a way. Like there's always a way. So like when things look like this today, like just how you looked at it, there's still something out there that might be possible to be able to get. We're just looking at median prices. They keep going up, but we're just looking at median prices. So I say, let's work a game plan up and like figure out how to make that, like, let's see how to get to the yes, right? Let's see how to get to the, how to get you in a house. We're not here to tell you no, we're here to tell you how.
Yeah. And I think, you know, I don't know about you, Amber, but when we get phone calls from people who say, you know, I only called because you're so insistent in your videos about please call, please call, please call, please reach out, because I've been denied already for a loan. My bank already said I can't do it, but Amber and you keep saying maybe you can. And I'm like, what? Why do lenders or banks just say no? Why is there not this moment, but let's talk about how to get you there? Or why is there not more creativity in your space?
I don't know why there's not much creativity in my space.
Is it laziness?
I don't know how people have been trained. You know, like when you're talking to a bank, that's pretty much you fit in the box or you don't, right? They're not trained to be able to say, okay, so here's how to do it. They're not giving the tools, they're not giving the training to do that. So like, you know, that's why I wouldn't just quit just by when you're talking to a bank and they just say, sorry, you're denied. Because honestly, that's not even something I would say. I'd say, okay, so right now it looks like you're a little bit high, but let's figure out a plan to be able to get you lower to where you can fit into a house. Like it's just in the verbiage. Maybe people just don't care as much. I don't know. I don't know why they'd say something like that.
I get really frustrated, and it's so wonderful to also then be able to bring the light to the situation and say, well, I'm glad you called, because not only do I have access to Amber, who has 20 something years of, I don't want to put you on blast there, but more than 20 years of amazing experience. You are like a dog with a bone. I have never seen anybody like, and you're like the cutest dog I've ever seen, but you're like the dog with the bone who you will not give up, to a point that like it sometimes affects our personal lives. Sometimes we're on the phone crying because we're so upset about it. We genuinely absolutely care. We really want to make this happen for you. And as long as you're willing to play ball and willing to kind of partner with us and let us do our jobs, which is what we do best. We do it every day, in and out. We can get you there. We can absolutely get you there, and faster than you might think. So let's take a few questions here. Let me look. Thank you guys so much for participating in the little search thing. I think I'm going to include that in each one of our live streams. Make sure I remember to do that, because I think it's fun for people to still have hope. And so many people call me and they just, all they want to do is ask, what can I get for this much money? So let's start showing you guys that. So we're going to start doing that in all of our live streams, maybe towards the end. So come ready with your zingers and give me something hard that we can like maybe work through. But besides that, let's see what we've got here. Diego says, need a condo on the Strip. definitely have condos on the strip. That's a different system that I have to go into to search. But Diego, I'd love to help you. We actually have several clients that have purchased condos and condotels. So we'd love to talk to you about both of those options. I personally lived in a high-rise condo downtown, and I actually have one for sale that I'm going to be doing a live stream at next week. So stay tuned. That one might be for you. John Harris says, doom and gloom in finding an already built house. The market is so good for building something new, right? Hey, John, so I'm hoping you don't feel like that was a doom and gloom conversation. You know, we do know that the prices are popping up. I just honestly was hoping to bring you guys a little bit of hope with that search. I don't think it's doom and gloom at all. I think it's open your eyes and don't be afraid, because we're going to be there with you. It is still a good time to build a home here in Las Vegas. You can build from scratch. I did touch on this a little bit ago, though, that, you know, a lot of the new home builders have elevated prices to a point of kind of a pretty big disparity between the resale homes and the new homes, which that would have made sense to me a long time ago, but we went so long with it being pretty equalized in terms of new and resale pricing that what they've done to the market in the last year in trying to make sure that they can keep people coming through the door is they've done a lot of these rate buy downs that are very expensive, and it's elevated the values and it's just continued to elevate. So it is a good time to build. However, there's a lot of stuff that you need to consider when you're looking at building. You know, you want to make sure that the incentives are worth it. You want to make sure that the house is going to be able to appraise, and you want to make sure that, you know, you are okay with waiting until we don't know what's going to happen next year with rates. So, yeah. Good question, though. Oh, look, Mason, he said, hey, I finally made it for a live. Hey, Mason, good to see you.
Oh, yay.
Yeah. Amber, what else are you? Actually, here's a question right here from Mason, and then I was going to ask you something else. Mason said, how much is needed for a down payment on a house these days?
So you can get into it. I mean, if you do FHA, the down payment's 3.5%, but keep in mind, if you don't have that and you fit into the categories, you can get grants to be able to help with that 3.5%. The same on conventional, you need like 3% minimum for conventional if you're a first-time home buyer, but there are grants to help with that too. So if down payment is the biggest thing holding you back, then let's look at all the free money that we post so many videos about.
Yeah, man. We're going to be bringing you guys at least once a month free money programs. We do a pretty good job with that. We've changed our live stream schedule to once a week because we've been so busy, because that's why the prices are going up, guys. So many people are coming off the fence. And so we're making sure that we have our time to serve you and be available. But tune in each and every week, every Friday around noon. We always post it in advance. We're going to be talking more about that. But Mason, not Diego. Diego, you need to call me too. Mason, please reach out and let us know what your plans are, even if it's 10 years from now. I think it's really cool when we see clients come in early, include us in the conversation, and then 5 years later, they're like, okay, we're ready sooner than we thought. And we've already got all their information, and it's like such a beautiful, easy transition. It's my favorite, actually. It's like we get to be a part of their life. I don't know.
It's so fun.
I just must need friends or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just lonely. Maybe I'm just like looking in the window at people's, lives as they're living them. I don't know, but it's been pretty cool. Amber, I was going to ask you, in terms of like Guild Mortgage, I know that you participated a couple months back because you are number 166 in the nation, one of the top lenders inside of all of the nation. But at Guild, I'm sure that you really look forward to getting your feedback and insight. So I know you participated recently in a really cool program where you guys got to have a voice in the room about what kind of new programs they're going to be creating to help people get into homes. Is there any update on that, or do you want to share a little bit more about that today?
I mean, there's a lot of cool things on the horizon. Like, I've heard of programs that are being released because pricing, and just what I saw today with the builder, like permits being pulled and stuff like that, or when it's supposed to happen like next Wednesday. So we know that there's not enough houses being built to be able to support everything. So with prices going up, there's got to be ways of being able to get people into the door without having to pay as big of a payment. So I've seen talk on splitting up the cost of the house and the land. So like you're doing like a leasehold type of loan type of thing, and then you finance the house. So it's two separate loans to be able to cut the price down. I've seen that. I haven't seen it come out yet. Some of the people that make the decisions on the loan program say that it's hard to be able to come out with different stuff like that during an election year. So we'll probably see it after that happens. But a lot of different really cool ways to be able to get you into houses and look at things a little outside the box are on the horizon. Like it's definitely something that's being talked to make it more affordable for people to get into.
I love it. So we'll roll those programs out on our live streams. I'm going to consider doing an additional live stream. I know Amber's very, very busy. This woman does a lot more than anybody could ever imagine in a day, but I'm going to look at trying to keep our schedule live with doing Wednesdays. I'm also trying to do some stuff over on TikTok, but and Instagram. So keep an eye on what we're up to, because no matter what we do, we're always going to launch stuff here, but there may be some stuff that we launch on other platforms that I can tell you about while we're waiting for our Friday live. So stay tuned. Make sure you're kind of watching what we're up to, and we'll get you guys involved in that. Mason is saying 3.5 is a good down payment. I already talked to you, Laci. Oh yeah, I talked to a lot of people, Mason, but I'm glad that you did already talk to me. I was the one that was going to move in 2 years, but I'm thinking about bumping it up a year. See what I mean, guys? This is what happens is we start the conversation, we get your mind churning, we're thinking about what's possible, and then all of a sudden your plans change and you've already got us ready to go for you. So thank you for reminding me, Mason. I'm sure you're in my notes. I just don't have them in front of me. Thank you. Hey, Matt Smith, good to see you. It's been a minute. It's like, gosh, he was like our little helper during these live streams. Where you been, my friend? God, you're coming in at the end. This is horrible. We got to get you on schedule with us. Miss you, man. So super glad to have you here. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up for us today. Just want to say thank you guys for joining us. As always, we will be back live next Friday at about noon. Stay tuned for the announcement. And I'm going to be trying to go live on TikTok, on Instagram, and also on YouTube here, probably on Wednesdays. So we're kind of shifting things around a little bit. Summertime, we want to make sure we take advantage of all the time that you guys are off school with the kids, or that you guys might be, having a down day in the middle of the week.
Yeah.
Possible. So Amber, any last closing words on what people should be doing right now?
Look, if you're looking today, tomorrow, or 10 years from right now, we want to talk to you. Like how I just put Laci right there?
I think it took me 8 years to get you to do that. I'm so excited. It finally sunk in. It doesn't matter. Amber said it. It doesn't matter if you're looking to move to Las Vegas now, 10 years from now, or you just don't even know what you're thinking. You want some advice, baby? I got it for you. So give us a call. Click the link in the description or the pinned comment on any of my videos, or there's my phone number right there. It's scrolling right now. You can see it. I'm going to give you one more second.
You're actually going to talk to Miss Laci right when you text.
It is actually me.
Yeah.
It is actually me. The only time it won't be me is if I happen to be on vacation, but I do calls on vacation too, which I need to stop doing. So we're not going to do that anymore.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next Friday for sure, but stay tuned. I've got some surprise live streams coming up on this platform and others that I want you to be a part of. Come and say hi to me. How about you, Amber? I'll see you soon. Yeah.
Okay. Bye-bye, girly.
Happy Friday.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye.